What's up, everybody? My name is Chad. You're watching Downshift Pass, and this is the 2026 Tesla Model X. And that's right, folks, I have the 2026 model year of the Model X. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the styling because it has pretty much remained the same since its introduction about more than a decade ago, but I do have everything open. The doors, the Falcon Wing doors, the tailgate, for a reason. Because one of the coolest features I think you have in this car is this button right here. Boom. You can click close all and everything closes right up. And I just absolutely love that one little small detail. I do have the front open too, but one little small detail that I think is just really cool. And if you push the button, the doors do open automatically. And to close the driver's side door, you just put your foot on the brake and the door closes right up. So from the start, you see that this car is filled with some amazing tech. But if we are spending time on the outside, there's a couple of styling changes here. The front bumper is going to be all new. You have restyle headlights, and that's pretty much the same. The Model X is definitely just going to be the Model X as far as how it looks, but how it operates is really its best part. So this front here is huge. As you can see, you can throw anything down in there. It is nice and deep. Throw a suitcase in there, a couple of bags, whatever you want to throw in there. It's not power operated like the other doors. It will pop open, but it won't close. And to close it, you just put it there, hand on it, and push down. And that is how you close it. Now, this color here I think is beautiful. It is an optional color. The wheels here are not my favorite, but if you want a larger wheel, of course it's an aero wheel. If you want a larger wheel, you do have to step up to the plaid model. You can take these black covers off here to give you a little bit of a different wheel design, but it is a 265 45 20-inch wheel on the front, and on the rear it's a 275 to kind of give you that rear wheel drive bias. Now, as we move along to the rear here, again, styling exactly the same. You do have a fixed spoiler here. You cannot control the spoiler like you could on the first generation, so it is fixed. And then of course, this is a tailgate that is power operated. So let's go ahead and just open that up. Now, this is a 3-row model, so nice deep space down back here, and it's really deep, actually. Nice deep space. The load floor is a little high, I believe, but you can just drop stuff in there, so that's nice. You do have storage on either side as well. That's decently deep. And then this 3rd row here, I mean, this is a jump seat, folks, but you do have it if you need it in a pinch. And to fold it down, there's a little button. It's barely a button, but a little button here. You push it, headrest folds, and then you're able to just push that seat down. So you do have this space here. It would be nice to have a cover right here so you can make it completely flat. That may be, I'm sure they probably have something that you could put back there to make that happen. Now, to close this up, push this button here and it closes right on up. Overall, I think the Model X is still a handsome SUV, especially for it to be, the styling for it to be as old as it is. It has held up, stood the test of time. Tesla did a really good job with the Model S and Model X as far as kind of a timeless styling goes. Now, to get inside of the vehicle, you have these 2 buttons here. You just push on them, and then there's that Falcon Wing door in action. Now, it's really neat because if something is in the way, it'll actually finagle itself so it'll open however it needs to open to get open. And I think that's really cool. So it's no one way that it completely opens. So if I'm standing right here, well, I'll push it and stand back, and the door kind of goes a little bit up more before it folds up. It's really awesome. Really, really awesome. I love how you have Model X stamped right here. You guys know I love when you put your name places, X down in there. And this is the seat that you have. Now, I do have the driver's seat at my position, and I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised at the amount of space that you get back here. It's not much. It is nice that you can put your feet under the seat here, but the knee room is just not much at all. With the door open, this is what it looks like. And if you want to close it, you do have a button right here you can push, and the door will close right up. There you go. So yes, this is the back seat of the Model Y. This is a 6-person model. So you have two, and then 2 in the third row. These seats are power operated. You can slide them forward as well as aft. You do have a nice sunroof above each seat. And then in the third row, the headrest is actually above the rear window here. So you just have, it's kind of like your own personal sunroof, but back here it's just really, really tight. I'm gonna go ahead and hop back here. Let me push this button and hop back here. You do have 2 USB-C chargers as well as 2 cup holders in the third row. But if I was to hop back here with the seat in the position that it's in, folks, this is just not going to happen. I mean, I can barely fit my tush here into the seat. You do have great room if you want to do one of these right here. This is an option, but man, it's just tight back here. You do have vents back here as well because the sun will be beaming down on you and you'll get some fresh air. And the third window is mighty small, so you'll be looking out this window. So this nice carve out is very thoughtful of Tesla to do. But this is what it looks like from the third row. Not much space, folks. Second row, not much better space at all. Now all these seats are heated. That is really neat. 2 USB-C ports right here, as well as 2 cup holders that slide out as well. Now this screen here operates as it does in the new Model 3 as well as the Model Y. You can control anything you want to control back here. You can cut the AC on and off. You can watch TV back here, Netflix, YouTube. This is how you control your climate control. The radio, you can control the volume from back here and it'll only control it in the rear. So pretty much, it's a larger screen, but pretty much the same operation as the other screens as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the front of the Model X. Now, if you do wanna close it, there's gonna be a button right on the door, red button, push that. And it closes right up. Honestly, this operation never gets old to witness. Now to open the front door, you push that button as well. The door greets you. You get the nice little animation on the screen. And again, to close it, foot on the brake, closes right up. And this is the front of the Tesla Model X. Some really nice materials here. This is the beige interior that I have. For 26, you do get some new goodies like the LED strip that runs along the front of the vehicle. Nice wood paneling, nice soft touch materials, speakers pretty much everywhere in this vehicle. And then of course you get this massive expansive glass here, just to kind of show you again how far back it goes. It's really, really nice, really, really neat. And then of course in the Model X you get 2 screens. So of course you have your nice large screen here, and then this is your screen that's going to show your speed and just different things happening with the vehicle. If I put it in drive, it does that. If I put it in reverse, it does that. And as you're driving, you'll see the animations kind of change and shift. Right now I'm at 56% state of charge, so really good charge for this short drive that we are going to do. And then this middle screen, if you've seen any of my other Tesla content, it operates the same. I'll go ahead and post one of the other videos down in the comments and link it as well, so you guys click that if you do want to see just that part. But this operates exactly the same, folks. It's very intuitive, very nice. You can control anything and everything that you could think of from this screen, from the ride height, which this car has, your charging, the different dynamics. This car does have a suspension that lowers and raises. It has everything. They do everything for the Model X and Model S. So definitely go ahead and check out that video if you do want to see the inside of the screen. As we move down below, you do have 2 wireless pads here, which are really nice. And then you have a nice little storage space down here as well, which of course can be covered. And then you of course have 2 cup holders right here as well. And then there we go. I was trying to figure out how to get down in there. And then you do have a deeper space actually right here. So nice storage options in this vehicle. And then your armrest also has storage down in there. Now this one is not too deep, but it is really nice that it is lined with felt. So if you throw things in there, it will not rattle around. Of course, you have your glove box that sits over there, more storage in the door pockets on both sides. And folks, that is pretty much it for the interior of the Tesla Model X. Let's go ahead and take this baby out on the road. All right, folks, setting out here in the 2026 Tesla Model X. To put the car into gear is really neat. On the screen here, you just swipe up for drive, you swipe back for reverse, and that's this nice large screen and all the cameras everywhere. You will be able to park this car perfectly. If you have a problem with parking, get a Tesla. But of course, we're going to go forward, so I'm just going to put it in drive, and then you just off. You are off. So it's really neat. Now, if you do want to use a turn stalk, you don't have that to put your turn signal on. It's a button on the steering wheel here. So you just push that, and that is how you are able to turn on the turn signal. So really, really neat techie features all through this vehicle. Now, that is something that I had to get used to, and it shows nicely in the gauge clusters. You can see there what your blind spot, what's going on in your blind spot. So that's really neat. I did have to get used to that, but honestly, I got used to it a lot quicker than I thought I would. So that's really nice, really neat. Woo. All right, folks, take it off here in the 2026 Tesla Model X. Now, this is the standard non-plaid model. It does have the Lux package, which gives you full self-driving as well as some additional goodies that we're going to use on the highway here. Now, that acceleration that I just did there lets you know that this car has plenty of power. 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 they say for the non-plaid in about 3.8 seconds. So plenty of speed as well. And I want to take it on the highway because this is supposed to be their luxury model. It's all about the cruise and, you know, getting somewhere really nice. Now, first thing I want to talk about is this car's suspension. Now, Tesla has worked really hard over the years. Although the car has remained the same on the outside, it's changed a lot internally as far as battery goes, as well as the suspension components. Now, as far as battery, it can get about 350 claimed miles to a full charge. I've charged it to about 80%, and it was right at 280, I believe. So I haven't had a chance to see if it gets all the way up there, but it definitely is really efficient, and that's one thing I really like. And as far as the suspension, if you want to control it, you have different options here. You go to dynamic, and your drive modes pretty much change all of your suspension modes as well. So you can put it in comfort, standard, insane, and custom. Now, if you put it in custom, that is going to be how you control pretty much everything. Ooh. This thing is fast. That's pretty much how you control everything. I usually keep it in insane because it keeps the rider handling in sport, which I like. It keeps the ride height lowered. Steering is standard, so it's not too heavy, and acceleration is considered insane. So that's a really nice, I think, middle ground for the type of driver that I am. Now, this car does have full self-driving as well. To operate it, you just put your finger, or you just push this button here with your finger, and there you go. The car goes into complete self-drive mode. Really nice. And I'm just going to let it drive in its self-driving mode until I get to my destination to show you how good FSD is. Now, I did put a destination into the navigation system, and what you're going to see with FSD is that it will get around slower traffic, it'll get off and on ramps, highways, and it will also make left and right hand turns as if a person is doing it, if not better than a person sometimes. It's a really neat self-driving system that I absolutely adore. So this is a 9-minute drive, and I'm just going to let it take us on there. As you can see, it's going to go ahead and get over on the left on its own. I do have the speed set to, let's set it to 80. And it'll only go above the speed limit so much, but I do have it set to 80. It recognizes it needs to get back over, and so it's doing that. And I mean, it's so smooth in its operation. It's really nice. Now the suspension geometry of the Model X is really nice. It's just very comfortable no matter what type of roads that you're rolling over. It really just handles it well. So even on rough roads when I have it in a sports setting, it's not too rough at all, but you can definitely feel a difference. And I appreciate that you can feel a difference while still maintaining all types of comfort. And that's really what you want, I feel like, in this type of SUV. When you finally have the kids out the car, you still want to have a little bit of fun, but you also want to be comfortable, and this fits the bill really nicely. Now this does have the smaller tires. See, it's getting over to the right. This does have the smaller wheels, I should say. So the Plaid may not be as supple as this one, but this is beyond perfect for me. Road noise is really nice. With the 2026, they have additional sound deadening. So road noise is really nice, as you can hear. The only thing I pretty much hear is maybe the wind coming over the mirrors or something over my ear on the left hand side, but nothing too crazy. So road noise is nice. You do have a visor here as well, so if you want to pull that down you can, and then you have a mirror right there, so you can close that up. You can keep it here to kind of break it up if you want, otherwise you just fold it back and put it up there. That's really nice. Seat comfort is really nice. The heated seats work really nice. Cooled seats for the driver as well as passenger.
In 1 mile, take exit 18 on the right onto Harris Boulevard.
Driver and passenger, and as I stated before, you do have heated seats in all the seats. So seat comfort, no matter where you're sitting, is really comfortable. Space is the only issue that I'm finding with this vehicle. You have a lot of storage solutions, but it's not many people that you're going to be fitting in here for those storage solutions. So that's a little strange to me. If I had more than 2 kids, honestly, I don't think this is something that I would want. I would want a true third row. This just doesn't give you that. You get all the tech, you get all the lux, but you're kind of missing out on the space for this to be the largest SUV that they have. So I think it's about time for them to create something new. But if you made it this far in the video, I absolutely appreciate you for watching. Let's watch it get off the exit here. It throws the blinker on.
Now take exit 18 on the right.
Thank you. And I was going to end the video and not show you guys the rest of the drive.
1,000 feet, turn right onto West W.T. Harris Boulevard.
All right, so it's nice up here because it splits into a few lanes, and let's see if it can figure out which lane it needs to be in.
Now turn right onto West W.T. Harris Boulevard.
Nice. It recognizes the light is green, and it is going to go. And it knows it needs to get over immediately. It's doing that nicely. It recognizes a person is in the street. Slows down, and now it's picking up speed.
500 feet, turn left onto Statesville Road.
FSD is really nice. Let's see which lane it decides to get in here.
Now turn left onto Statesville Road.
All right, it's getting to the left. FSD is so awesome, folks. I recommend it. If you paid a monthly subscription, definitely do that. If you want to buy it outright, it's completely worth it in my opinion. But again, if you made it this far in the video, I absolutely appreciate you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can continue to get more cool content like this. I have every Tesla ever made outside the Cybertruck, so just about every Tesla ever made on my channel. So if you want to see more Tesla content, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button and scroll through my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye.